Hi everyone, Lisa Haven here, and I've got major information that I want to share with you guys, and that is this. Over the past couple of weeks, I've been watching my channel more meticulously, and what I've noticed is a heightened amount of censorship against my channel personally. Now, this includes everything from subscribers suddenly dropping, to numbers dropping, to even videos being removed, and then my channel specifically being pushed down the ladder, or basically blacklisted, if you will. But what I came to figure out is it wasn't only my channel. In fact, I got to looking up other political sides, as well as political sides that were in line with mine, both male and female sides. And what I actually noticed is, at least over the past week or two, there has been a heightened attack on political women who are along the conservative libertarian side. Their channels are starting and are showing similar patterns to mine, which got me thinking maybe there's some kind of targeted attack against political, conservative, Christian, and libertarian women. But let me show you what I found so you can see it for yourself. All right, so here we are at Social Blade, and what Social Blade does is basically shows you YouTube ranking, how many people subscribed, how many were lost, all of that information per channel. So here's what I did. I'm gonna pull up my channel, then I'm gonna pull up women who are similar to my channel. But here you see my Social Blade. What I want you to notice is obviously the views have been down over the past 30 days, as well as the subscriber count. These are not uncommon. Those flex and go up and down. That's not specifically what I'm talking about, but here's what I'm talking about. If you noticed over, January, February, early March, you can see the numbers. They're kind of standard up there, which normally my channel ranges from about 200 to 300 a day. And then suddenly, as we hit around mid-month, they start doing different numbers, which I've not had in over 3 or 4 some odd years. I've never seen this kind of activity on my channel. So I got to thinking, maybe it's just my channel, it's just the time of season, and it's the way it worked, which those things happen. But then I got to looking at other channels that are similar to mine. Here we have Lauren Southern. She's got very similar beliefs. We differ on some issues, but you can see here, last 30 days down, last subscriber count for 30 days down. And you can see she has almost to the T, the exact same patterns where she's higher at the top, and then suddenly she begins to drop. Same day, mine dropped, hers dropped. You can see the lower numbers there, but her channel, and she's an amazing speaker, is doing the same thing as mine. Let's check out another channel. Here we have Lauren Chan. She is the Roaming Millennialist. Great channel here, but you can see she's down for 30 days, as well as subscriber count down. If we scroll to hers, you can see she's been affected around the same time. Mine started hitting around the 15th. Hers came about the next day, but these are her typical numbers up here. And you can see all of a sudden, bang, major drops in her channel. Let's go on over to Diamond and Silk, another great channel, 2 girls I highly love. If you're not subscribed to them, you should. But you can see their last 30 days have dropped, as well as their subscriber count has dropped. And keep in mind, I want to say I've been on YouTube since 2014. This is definitely something that I haven't really noticed before, at least with this many channels having similarities. But you can see it started hitting their channel around the same time. We all have this little lapse of a couple days, and then you could see it's dropping yet again. Now, this is kind of their normal number for subscribers because I've watched them over the years, but you can tell here that they're hitting similar thing to my channel. That's Diamond and Silk. Now, let's go on over to Laura Loomer. Now, she was actually up. However, give it about a day or two, those are going to change in the negative because when you look at her numbers, this is about her normal up here. She started hitting the decline right around the 15th when mine did. And then you have that little bump, but then she's negative here as well. So interesting to say the least. Although she is up, her numbers could change. Here we have Candace Owens. She's also another great YouTuber. I encourage you to check her out. Now she's showing up, and I believe in a couple days that could go down as well. But you can see her subscriber count start to drop as of the 22nd there. Now, Now what I did is that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 channels. Now I looked at some others. Not all of them were infected or impacted, but there was a huge chunk that seemed to follow that particular pattern. Then I went over to political males, if you will, that fall along the same line that we do. And I encourage you, all these are amazing channels. Check them out. Next News Network, Gary, love him. If you're not subscribed, again, he's got an amazing channel, but he's just, he goes up and down like normal, but his wasn't affected as bad as the women. You can see his standard here. And so he's basically somewhat normal, censored still, but still normal, not as bad as some of the women were. Same with Mark Dice, another great channel. He goes up and down here like everybody. Like I said, that's not uncommon, but you can see his subscriber numbers are basically normal for the most part. Now, keep in mind, these channels do get censored and censored just like ours, 100%. But right now, it seemed to be more of a focused attack on the women, which brings me to the Young Turks. This is a channel who everybody knows is a far leftist channel, and you can see their subscriber count is up because their channel gets pushed to the top. They don't get delisted or degraded, but you can see their numbers are basically staying the same. This is a number that isn't done yet because it counts for today. But that gives you an idea of the amount of censorship and what's happening. Now, one other thing I wanted to show you, and this is interesting, because as I was looking up important female news anchors and YouTubers, I plugged in the words important YouTube female news anchors. And I figured Google would give me, some of the mainstream media news anchors. Instead, I was bombarded with all these hottest news anchors. I mean, I literally plugged in the word important, and instead I was bombarded with the hottest news anchors, the most beautiful Fox News anchors and weather women, awkward on flight. And you can see it's just all about beauty and sexism here, and stuff I wasn't really looking for. I plugged in the most important female news anchors, and I'm bombarded with all this beautiful, beautiful women. It was just one of those like, when is it about actual what you can talk about in a political side? Why does it always have to be about sex? So that was kind of disturbing from my angle that Google would even do that. And, if I was a feminist of some sort, that should get me mad. And obviously this happens, on televisions and in your grocery stores. You see it everywhere. But in this case, I didn't put beautiful YouTube women. I asked for most important. Now, I followed suit and went ahead and did that with male news anchors. And what came up again is beautiful news women. And of course, we have Walter Cronkite in there. But again, we have women like this holding herself. I mean, come on. Like, I asked for men and not women, and this is what I'm getting. So this should at least cause attention from both sides of the fence. But anyhow, wanted to show you guys that. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading a little too much into this. Maybe it's just a coincidence that channels that line up politically with mine, those who are more conservative, those who are slightly right, those who basically have patriotic views, just so happen to follow all the similar algorithms as each other, where they're all dropping at the same time, subscribers are falling, and it's just one big coincidence. Or maybe YouTube has done something with their algorithms that's affecting one side specifically. I don't know. All that to say, we do know that there is an attack of censorship being waged against conservatives. They are being highly censored, both male conservatives and female conservatives. Now, that's not to discount the male side that's being censored, because they absolutely are. All I'm saying is that I'm seeing a little bit more of the attack on women over the past couple of weeks. So I'm leaving it out there for you. Is there some kind of purge happening against women over the internet, specifically women on the political right, as in slowly we can see their numbers dropping, them being degraded, them being downlisted? Is there eventually going to be a disappearance of conservative, libertarian political voices of women specifically off of the internet? And mind you, males will follow too. The attack ultimately is against conservatives. Anyhow, I'd love to get your thoughts, comments, and concerns. Please don't forget to check out my partner at patriotflashlight.com. Right now, you can get this beauty for about 20% off using the code HAVEN20. Make sure you add that code. But this thing is amazing. It can break a window. It can cut wire cutter. It has a compass. It even has an alarm that's pretty loud. I won't play it here, but it can be charged with a USB and basically charged by the sun. This is solar powered as well. But you can also, if it's got that solar power charge, you can charge your cell phone with it. So great and handy thing to have. Anyhow, thanks again for tuning in. Again, ultimately, it's up to you, and I'd love to get your comments and thoughts on it. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.